How's it going, guys? My name is Haley, and you're watching Broke Rednecks. So, you've seen a demo video, you've seen a tour video. Well, today, you're going to get a tutorial. So, we're on the way to the house now, and I'll see you in the voiceover in a minute. How's it going, guys? So, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be teaching you guys how to remove old insulation, put new insulation in, and replace sheetrock. So what we're doing here, if you saw the house tour video, which was posted yesterday, I'll link that in the corner up there. This is the back bedroom, and this was already a hole, like we didn't cut anything out or rip anything out of this room, just the paneling on the walls. So the hole in this sheetrock right here was actually here before we did anything to it. So what we're doing right now is first, before we take the old insulation out, we're cutting the edges, or the old edges, to make sure that they're straight. So when we put our drywall in, or a new sheetrock, they will actually line up with the old sheetrock and make a perfect snug fit. So we're doing that, cleaning out the old insulation, sweeping up all the dust and dirt and all kinds of stuff, and that's what we're doing right now. So we'll see you in a minute. Alright guys, so what we're doing now is we're setting up our jigsaw to go ahead and cut our sheetrock. We're using a jigsaw specifically because they're better for tight cuts. Unlike a table saw or a skill saw or a hand saw, you want a nice, precise, clean cut whenever you're doing sheetrock to fit into older sheetrock. So we set that up, and we're also setting up tables because these sheets are 8 feet long, and they do have a bit of weight to them. So we want to make sure we're not putting too much weight on the end that we're cutting, because it could cause it to bend, break, snap, crack, all things like that. And we do not want that to happen. We want a nice, clean cut, perfect angular cut, and the jigsaw is perfect for that. So when you are using a jigsaw, it's better to take it slow than try to rush through it, just to make sure that you are cutting on the line that you made, because jigsaws can be tricky sometimes, so just keep an eye out for that. See you in a minute. Hey guys, just a quick interjection here. Whenever you are cutting with a jigsaw, you always want to make sure you look underneath what you're cutting just to make sure you're not going to accidentally, gouge into it or anything like that. Also, we are switching the side that the table is on because now more of the weight is behind what we were cutting. So we want to make sure again that we don't cause any breaking, snapping, cracking, anything like that, like you almost saw just then. Kind of tipped over a little bit, but we made sure it was stable and finished the cut. So we'll see you in a minute. Alright guys, so what we're doing now is we're putting on latex gloves because we are going to be handling insulation and you do not want to do that barehanded. So if you blow in latex gloves, it does make them easier to put on, so try that out next time you wear some. But we are going to go and grab the new insulation and slide it in between those studs you see. And when you put in new insulation, you want to make sure that it's in there nice and good. You don't want it to be sticking out too far from the studs. Otherwise, it could mess up your sheetrock, mess up your measurements, all things like that. So you always want to make sure it's in there nice and tight. What happened here was we actually found some old screws and nails that we didn't see before inside of the studs. So we actually had to end up taking those out before we could put the new sheetrock in because we didn't want it to cause the sheetrock to be warped or cracked or anything like that. And I don't know about you, but I'd rather take them out now than do it 6 months from now and have to replace the whole panel of sheetrock again. So we did have to take those out, and now it was time to put the new sheetrock on. Now, don't get discouraged if it doesn't fit right away perfectly. Oh my god, we had to readjust it maybe about 10-15 times before we got it able to fit right. I actually had to end up cutting off more of the old sheetrock in order to make it fit. So do not get discouraged if it doesn't fit right away. A lot of the times it's just a small, mismeasurement or something small like a nail that's still stuck in the wall. Something simple like that. So don't get too discouraged if it doesn't fit right away, but we made it work and got it all right. So we'll see you in a minute. Alright guys, as you can see here, we did get it finally, after multiple adjustments, finally in place, right snug fit, and we screwed it into the studs. Now, this is just my rule, but it's a good rule to follow. You want to have 5 screws on the sides and 3 going across the top and bottom. It's just for security, you know, to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. So 5 on each side, 3 across the top, 3 across the bottom. And I like to do 1 straight in the middle where the stud is, just to make sure that it's in there nice and good. So enjoy.
What we do here is go back.
Alright guys, so what you're seeing here is the finished product. As you can see, we do have the 5 screws on the side, 3 in the top, and 1 in the middle. And it looks pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and we'll see you next time.